Shaq, move your foot.
I'm so sorry.
I'm joking. What was that thing called again? You remember there's a name? Manscape? Oh, manscape. I was like, manscaping? No, it's manspreading.
Manspreading has been debunked.
Okay, let's do this.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
I need some more drink. I don't know.
You want to re-up?
Yeah, but it's gonna make my teeth. It's gonna stain my teeth. That's why my dentist said to get a straw.
Does that really happen?
This is it. If we're gonna go straight into. I'm not cutting.
Okay,
We're not
I didn't
gonna
know that.
restart.
Wrinkles in your mouth? Wrinkles?
Yeah, when you use straws for a repeated amount, like a lot.
Tell me when.
And smokers, they get the lines. Stop.
Oh.
They get the lines around.
Oh, shit. Can you pass me that paper
Do
down
I
there?
do? I have lines over my mouth.
No.
Young man.
But I've been smoking for 6 years, 7 years now.
Why?
Cause that's
Smoking weed or cigarettes?
weed, same thing, right? It keeps you down. You feel mellow. You're just focused on what you got.
No, he's talking about if I do that, I be talking way too much. And I get pasty mouth.
But that's
Maybe
just make sure.
I hate that.
Actually, you know what?
I said I want to do shrooms on here, and I'm still in search.
We can talk after the show.
Oh really? Oh, what's up?
Okay, welcome back to season 2 of Respect the North. This season we're doing something a little bit different
A little
with some
twist.
familiar faces. We're calling it To Be Honest because we're having some raw, uncensored, zero filter,
Uncut.
podcast style conversations. Familiar face, Chanel.
Hola.
New face.
Sort of new
Kind
face.
of.
I was
you
here
worked with
before.
us before.
I was here
A
before.
few times.
We got
Yeah,
Jackie
yeah,
with
yeah.
us.
It's nice to be here too.
And obviously I'm Natalie. What's up? Hey, how's it going?
She's been here.
So like, let's get it crack-a-lacking. Oh,
Oh, and don't forget about JP. in the building.
JP, we cannot. This is not possible without JP. So let's get it cracking.
It is. This wouldn't be possible without him, honestly.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So, Shaki, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself, or tell everybody else about who you are.
Well, I'm really into acting and filmmaking, and I'm just trying to pursue an independent career in the entertainment industry, just creating content and, really innovating the film industry with my movies, with the projects I want to do, the certain type of things, the certain type of ideas that I know I have that I believe people would enjoy to watch and be a part of. And it's all just about entertaining people and making people happy.
Nice.
Cool.
Any projects coming out soon?
Yeah, I do have a few projects coming out. I have a movie coming out next year. I don't know exactly when that's going to drop. We'll have more dates for that soon. And I also have a short film. Actually, I have a series that I'm doing for IG again, and we're also trying to pitch the IG series to Netflix. Hopefully, we can do a series on
Cool
Netflix.
idea.
Yeah.
Every week you get a new.
Here
We don't
go.
have any porn coming out now. We don't know if we're gonna be getting into that type of stuff.
You should. It makes a lot of money.
I don't know. My mama would not be proud.
Call me up if you film.
I mean, you don't actually have to act in it.
No, I would act in it.
Yeah,
I
but
would,
direct it and stuff.
Wow, JP.
I don't know. Ooh.
Call me up. Call me up.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We'll talk on the lows, but
No, I want to direct it, bro. I want to direct it.
oh, you want to direct? All
Nah.
Okay, that's
Nah,
enough.
we'll
Come
keep
on,
your
guys.
directing to
right, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes.
I've heard that's like one of the worst jobs.
What, directing
Why?
a porno?
Like it's one of the best. Oh well, are you gonna like be behind the scenes or the cameraman?
what
Don't be
directing
the
is.
don't be the cameraman.
You're not
Don't be the cameraman.
Oh, I get what you're
Do
saying.
not be the cameraman.
You have to get all up in the
Yeah.
crevices.
Well, yes, but you gotta be careful when you gotta be careful when you there's shooting going on. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta be careful.
Why? Can you
See,
elaborate?
you took it what I was saying.
Shooting is going on.
Oh.
Yeah, you just
Shooting of fluids.
I'm abstinent, so I don't know anything they're talking
Very
about.
different from the shootings that have been going on.
She's saying she. That's a lie. Look.
Where's that from Brampton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the state where I'm from. To be honest.
Too bad, they can all see
But
this.
they already
Look,
know you're
I'm
from
not
Brampton.
from
Oh,
Brampton.
that's true.
I just live there.
You reside there.
Don't act like you're ashamed, because then they'll still come after you.
Look, I'm not ashamed. It's just Brampton is just where I live.
That honestly, I'm the same way when people ask me, oh, so where are you from? I'm like, where I'm from and where I live are two different places.
It's like you guys have moved around.
Well, I've only,
always been a skirmish.
well, I haven't moved around. Like, I just went to school outside of the city, or I worked outside of the province, but my mom has always been in Toronto. But where I'm from, like, I'm from Jungle City, you know, all day, every day. But where I live is not there. I don't live there anymore. So I say the same thing. So what's been going on this summer with you guys? Have you guys been getting into like dating, going out? What have you guys been doing?
Well, you know.
I've been doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, what have you, come on.
I feel like Shacky's been
Why are you so
doing
quiet
stuff.
over?
I
Yeah,
just
you-
feel the vibes.
You've
They're
been
trying to put it all on me. Wow.
dipping and doing.
I am trying to put it on.
All right. This summer has just been me working and trying to figure out myself, just trying to build who I am as a person. Really, that's really what I've been trying to do this
That
summer.
sounds like
Try to
typical
focus on me.
fuckboy.
He's covering his tracks.
Right? I'm focusing on myself.
No, it's okay that they don't believe it. It's okay.
I
A lot of
never
other
s-
people probably
I
wouldn't.
never said I don't
understand
believe it. I'm
You know what
just
focusing
joking.
on yourself translates to? I don't have the patience to focus on anyone else.
That's true. I mean,
Meaning that there's only one girl. Yes, I.
No,
there's
no.
only-
Shaki!
What we talking
Meaning
about?
that you don't have the time to get to know them until you move on to the next one.
damn. Ow.
That's actually kind of
Bang,
It's kind of deep, but I don't know what to say to that. That's not me.
I don't know if that's me. I don't know. I just don't have the tolerance for certain things as I get older. So
Read that definition of cuffing season.
where is it? During the fall and winter months, people who would normally rather be single or promiscuous find themselves, along with the rest of the world, desiring to be cuffed or tied down by a serious relationship. The cold weather and prolonged indoor activity causes singles to become lonely and desperate to be cuffed.
Desperate to be cuffed.
Thank you, JP.
I'm not one of those people that feels inclined to like be single and like be running around, having her hot girl summer, you know, getting notches in the bedpost and all that. Like if I get in a relationship in the summer, then I
That's
do.
so
Like
be it.
I don't follow seasons. And I think it's just
Childish.
Childish.
I actually didn't know about seasons until like last 2 years ago, like what that was. Honestly, so I
don't-
never followed that season. I
don't think anybody really follows it anymore.
No,
I think they
no, whoa,
really.
whoa. Trust me.
Okay,
it's- it has nothing to do-
Men do it. I
Wait,
don't know.
men?
Men, yes. You guys treat it like it's like a sports. I don't even know much about sports,
so
but
what-
like,
Calendar.
What do you mean by seasons?
like
You mean-
drafting time and start
Well,
like you know
okay.
like all of that shit. I don't really know
around
much.
it.
All right.
summer.
Well, yes. When it comes to sports, that does happen a lot. That's what they call it. You can't really change that. I thought you were talking about men with relationships in particular, like cuffing season.
That's what I'm saying. Men treat
not
cuffing season
November
like
season or something.
no, men treat cuffing season like it's sports, like football, for instance. Like,
So do they use it to their advantage? You're trying to say?
yeah, they
like,
do.
They won't start dating a girl in the middle of summer because they still have their like freedom and options and.
And any guy who's not going to like date me in the summer, I don't want you at all.
They're
Like,
still chasing other girls.
I don't want you.
There's actually a cuffing season schedule. You guys want to hear it?
yes, please.
So, August the 1st to the 31st. By
Oh,
the way,
shit.
this is
Which is-
brought to you by Google search. This research is just random
Googles.
Google search images
Googles.
section. And here's what it says, all right? Scouting,
When does that
August the
start?
1st.
Damn, I'm
to the
behind.
31st.
Okay, so,
So
No,
right
you're
now,
scouted.
it is right
You
now
ain't
it's scouting
behind.
season.
Scouting season.
We scouted. We
Okay.
scouted.
Open
We
your eyes
scouted.
out.
We-
So for
we
August
looking
1st till when?
for- to 31st.
31st. Okay.
scouting
Oh,
season.
I'm good.
So
We drafted in September 1st to the 30th. It's
drafting?
Draft is a long 4 weeks process.
dang.
Yeah, because you're going back to school. A lot of people, you want to make sure the other mans don't scoop up your little
Your ting.
your top pick.
Yeah.
hmm Tryouts October the 1st to 31st.
Damn.
What-
Halloween
what is
party.
tryouts,
I was
though?
about to
Yeah.
say
What?
that.
What's an example of
Tryout
tryouts?
is when you bring her over.
Uh-huh.
You see what she's about,
Uh-huh.
and if she's
And
about
things
it,
happen.
if she's about it, things happen.
For Yeah, they'll
Right?
see, I'm rolling my eyes really hard.
Oh my
if
God.
It happened,
That is
Yeah.
so
but like, if she good, basically, right? You scout it.
Yeah.
you
Oh, so
out,
tryout is
you know
you're
what I
trying to try out the pussy.
Exactly. I don't want to have tryout
That's what it is.
after drafting. I think tryout
You want to
should be
make sure
before
he
drafting,
doesn't
you know
have
what I'm saying?
erectile dysfunction.
I have a question.
That's
Is
true.
this in general or this is for
This
like?
is according to cuffing season.
This is the standard.
Something standard.
Wow. So basically, okay, all
It
right.
goes both ways, ladies.
So
Make
what's-
sure the eggplant is nice.
That's true. What's going on in November
He
then?
was right about that.
The finals?
So in November, it's preseason. That's when the season starts. It's preseason.
Damn,
We get
preseason in
warmed up.
November?
That's
You gotta
when-
get
that's
ready
when-
for Thanksgiving.
No, my birthday is November. I need to know.
You want a man by November? I need a man for my birthday.
I need a vacation.
Officially, according to this Google search, cuffing season starts December the 1st, and it ends January the 15th.
What?
You get broken up right before my birthday.
And before Valentine's Day.
I
I
only
think
know if
somebody
cuffing
on
season.
Six Buzz made this schedule, and you know Six Buzz already.
Oh yeah, Six Buzz is
So
like,
we've
they
been
don't
following
give much
something from
background
Six Buzz.
information.
Exactly.
I don't believe it anymore now. I'm sorry, I don't. Don't believe it.
I don't follow 6 months, so I don't know. But
don't follow
that is
6 months,
funny.
no.
As an adult now, I'm not playing no games. I don't have time for this schedule. That's a long ass schedule. That is too long for me. I'm trying to get cuffed up by my birthday. Okay, so
Why? Well, but why isn't it not good for you to want to take your time with somebody, even if it takes years?
what years to
Years?
get to know to date
That's because
one
you're
person?
In your early 20s.
Wait. Years? Yeah, years.
I understand that you guys are gonna try to say, oh, you know, when it gets to this certain age, it goes this way, and I'm like, okay, true.
I'm trying to
but
understand
still,
where you're coming from.
All I'm trying to say is that I understand that the list he gave us, right, with the cuffing season is this whole long trial. Basically, it's a trial, right?
Yeah, and you don't get your
It's
money
not
back.
really no, but it's not really a problem.
Right?
Like, it's not really a problem because say it starts August, right? You guys start dating by December, like he said, right? That's when you guys are cuffed.
I think that's reasonable.
That's what I'm saying.
August to
Isn't that not
December
reasonable?
is reasonable.
I wouldn't
think.
mind that.
Well, how many months is that? 4 months? 5 months?
About that, I'm gonna say, yeah.
Yeah,
As
I
long
think
as that's
that's
5 months.
reasonable. I think if you're seeing somebody every weekend, you're talking every single day
Maybe.
for 4 months straight, you basically are already in a
Pumpkin
relationship.
picking together, Halloween,
All of
I have
that.
another-
costume.
I have a question then.
Okay.
So, how come you can't let him take his time?
Then you.
You can't.
Okay, the thing is,
You're just not waiting on him.
Exactly. Men want to have this idea, okay, let me take my time, but you guys are not comfortable with the woman taking her time. If you ever saw her on the road with the next guy, you would be pissed. If you invested every single day, you're talking to this girl every single day, and then you see her on the street with the next man,
But why
y'all be
would I?
mad.
But wait, but why would
You
I?
shouldn't be mad.
No, but I'm saying, but why would I see her on the street with another man?
I'm just saying, what if you bump into her? Like,
No,
you
but
bump
I'm
into
saying
her.
if I'm talking to this girl,
You're taking
we're
your
taking
time
my
to
time,
figure
right?
it out. Maybe
No,
she's
no, no.
trying to figure out
I'm
if
not
she's
trying to-
more interested in
No,
other dudes.
but that's the thing. I'm not trying to figure out anything with nobody else. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to take the next step with that person to being in a relationship with them.
Guys don't make any friggin'
You-
sense.
you don't know,
if
then
you're
you're not
spending
ready.
time with this person every single day, then what more is there to figure out?
I guess the one thing I've noticed is just like not all the time you guys clarify your emotions to the men. You know, a lot of times you try to keep it inside and not try to show them because you guys think that we already know what you're thinking, which men don't know what girls are already
I don't
thinking.
know what sign you're dating, but
I'm
Okay,
not-
no,
I'm-
I could,
this is
I
just-
could see
this
what
is
he's
just-
saying
this
because
is just
I
women in general. I
don't.
don't know. I don't pick and choose my sign.
I
Yo,
don't
if-
clarify my
you know?
emotions to. I have done that in the past because it's like, one, you don't want to get rejected, so it's like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go off of your actions and whatever you're saying and whatever you're
But
saying and
think
what are you
about that, though.
doing.
What about the other person? You have to think about the other person too.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. I've done that before, and I don't think it's right. So moving forward, I'm very clear on what I'm looking for and what I want. Especially, again, I hate to bring my age, like where I'm at.
I was gonna say, is it more of an age thing? Because I believe it's an age
It
thing, my
is
bad.
an
I
age
believe.
thing. It is
the
an
older
age
you
thing.
get, the more you realize you have less time to waste.
Yep.
Men is like we're a little spoiled when it comes to that type of stuff
Yeah.
because we could continue partying for years after years because
It's 'cause
we
men don't
make
have
ourselves
menopause.
we make ourselves our priority a lot. That's what I noticed.
Yes, thank you.
No,
you guys are selfish.
No,
Men think about
Yes,
themselves,
okay.
and women think about the two of them.
No,
Exactly.
No.
Thank you. We
No, but
came
here's the-
to a resolve.
Hold on, that's not even the result. That's not the result.
Men are
Because to say
men are
selfish.
selfless.
No, but that's the
They
thing.
think about. They only think. Okay, they're selfish. They're selfish.
No, but that's the thing. If you
Yeah.
say that, you're being hypocritical.
How?
Because you have to say the same thing about women. I can explain the reason why women would be selfish
Please
in that same
explain.
situation as well.
Please.
No, but
explain.
let me finish. Let me
Okay, your
finish
first
explaining what I'm
point.
talking. Because to say men are selfish is to say every single person right now who's running the world is a selfish man. The reason why we have jobs today, the reason why we have these cameras, the reason why there's companies that are creating infrastructure and
I don't mean
No, no,
that
no.
far.
Alright,
Maybe
but I'm
I
saying,
should generalize,
the
like
reason
not
why I said-
generalize,
I'm
but
saying the
narrow
reason-
it down.
But the reason why I said men keep like we our
Men
priorities are first.
can be selfish.
Yes. But I'm saying you can't say the reason why men don't get into things when they're older relationships or marriage is because they're selfish.
It's not a bad thing. Being selfish is not a bad thing.
But that's
I
the
say
thing.
that
It is a bad thing. That's why we don't say selfish.
It's not.
We don't wanna say
it's
selfish.
not a bad thing.
So what's-
It's just that women tend to focus, as Natalie said, on the two people, or if they have kids involved, everybody else except for themselves. And women, I feel, I'm a single woman, I feel that women need to start thinking about themselves as just as much as men think about themselves.
That's
I
exactly
think
what I was gonna
that's
get to.
just the resolution.
No, that's exactly what I was gonna get to. That's what I have to say. You can't
That's the
say
resolution.
that you can't say that men are selfish because you girls should want the exact same thing. Try to
wanna
make
be
yourself.
selfish too.
No.
No more couples if
Don't say-
everyone's just thinking about themselves.
No, but it's not. It's not about
it's
thinking
not
about
only
yourself.
about thinking about
it's
yourself. It's
your
about getting your
priorities.
shit together yourself
Because-
before you get into a relationship.
Yes.
Because I personally, for me, if
That's what
I
I'm
wanted
getting
to
at.
be in a relationship, like 2 years ago, I wanted to be in a relationship really badly, like with this one person that I was seeing, and then looking back now, oh my God, no, hell no.
Hell no.
And it's not because of the person, it's just that he was dealing with his own personal shit and I was dealing with my own personal shit. Imagine if we were together, it would just be a disaster. So he was being selfish, and I don't even wrong, like, he's my friend to this day. I don't even wrong him because I'm just like, whoa. And I'm like, I'm so happy I took this time for myself because I don't want to be in a relationship and deal with what I was dealing with 2 years ago.
You see the 20 to 25 where we're turning up and partying. If we were focused on ourselves there,
telling you.
marriage would be able to happen even sooner, meaning after 25 for women and men. You see, if women and men were doing the same thing.
Men take a little bit longer to get their shit together though.
Yeah,
I'm
Wait,
gonna
but
keep it a
wait,
beat.
wait.
In general, men mature at a slower pace.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing though.
Scientifically.
Here's the thing though. I don't know per se, because at certain ages, women, it's like it's at the same level. Honestly, it's at the same level.
Because we've reached our peak.
It's at the same level.
Give me 5 benefits of being a single man.
5 benefits. Man, okay. I don't gotta worry about no kids. I don't gotta worry about no woman. I don't gotta worry about taking care of anybody but myself. Yes, you can say those things are selfish. You can say those things are
Goal,
selfish.
you
but
said 3?
that's being a single man.
I think you
Four,
said
man.
3.
Man, I could say some other grimy shit. I could do whatever the fuck I want. That's 4. And shit. Yeah, I could like do whatever. Like, yeah, really. I could focus on me more. I'm saying I don't have to worry about kids and
Give me
stuff.
5 benefits of being a single woman.
Okay, 5 benefits. I can focus on my finances.
Okay.
I can focus on my spiritual self because I'm really about that. I can focus on my career, and I can focus on mending past traumas because that's important before you get into a relationship. And I can have space. I'm really big on space, even in a relationship.
Yeah.
I need space, and that's actually why I broke up with the last person I was seeing 2 weeks ago, because he won't give me no space. So,
You ever start to get angry when you need space?
well, yeah, especially if I communicated it already. I communicated
How do
from
you
the
communicate
beginning.
that?
I say, nigga, you annoying. I told him, Like, he was all up in my space, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you're kind of annoying. Like, I'm the type of person, I like my space, so give me my space. And then he said, okay. And then when I went away to Jamaica and came back, he was really upset about the fact that we weren't spending time when I came back. I'm like, yo, I just spent 14 days with a whole bunch of people. Like, I like space.
Yeah, I need
just
quiet.
give me, like, a few days. So I like space.
You're way more productive when you've got your own space.
Yeah, I'm productive, and I'm just reflective. I like to think a lot. I like to be with my thoughts, and I don't like anybody to influence my thoughts, like, about certain things. So, and I needed to figure out, okay, we're seeing each other for 4 months. What the fuck is this? What are we doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Natalie, what's the worst relationship you've been in?
Oh.
Worst.
Oh.
Where do I even begin? Oh my god. I was seeing a guy who was living in Oshawa, which for
Give me
those
the rated R version.
She's getting there.
Things that
I
You
know,
gotta
like,
be
hold
honest.
up. I'm trying to tell a story here.
JP, hold up.
Jeez. Anyway, Oshawa is about like a half an hour outside of Toronto. And I met him in the summertime, so I should have known that he was not ready to cuff down and be serious and whatever. And he was living on his own in Oshawa, and it was just like, it was a lot of fuckery and mind games, and like, you know, take 2 days to respond to you.
Oh my God.
And then you go over and you see like lingerie at his place, and I asked him one time what was that about, and he's like, oh, my sister.
He didn't.
Hang on. He says, my sister's dating a guy in the same town, and she leaves it here so that she can, so that
What'd
she
you
can
say,
pick
huh?
it up before she goes over to his.
You know what that
place. And I
sounds
was
like?
You know what?
The story he's telling about the girl. that's what I think he's telling. The story he's telling about the actual girl that he has
But
coming
he just
over.
put it
But he's
as
twisting
his
it.
sister. Oh.
He's twisting by saying, yeah, I have somebody.
Yeah,
like,
no,
he's saying the
Jackie be
girl
putting
comes from
us
the
up
same
on
city as you.
game.
She comes from the same city as you, right? But she come over and leave the stuff there
Oh, but she's allowed
accidentally.
to leave her lingerie, and I'm not.
Accidentally, he said, right? Or he
No,
didn't
no,
say.
she had a whole drawer. Yeah. Yeah, and then he was showering, and then he got a text
Oh, that's
message
different.
saying, good morning, babe. And I was like, all right, getting dressed, never talking to you again. See ya, bye.
Oh my God.
It's done. It's done.
These guys are ruthless.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Though. You talked to him, didn't you?
No, I
You left him in the shower. And disappeared.
he came out, and I said, I'm going home, and he said, what's wrong? And I was like, well,
You confronted
Were you guys
him.
about to fuck after you came out?
Was there makeup
That was
sex?
not gonna happen anymore if it was.
I mean, it wasn't like verbally planned
Yeah.
out. But I did just wake up, and I was lying in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Like, it's not planned. It's like, especially
I
when
don't
you're in a
know.
relationship.
Contract. Okay, you
Juicy, you
wake
gotta
up,
be
you
feeling
shower.
it. You gotta
When
be
you get
feeling
out of
it.
the shower, let's
We're gonna
like,
fuck. Yeah.
I don't know. That kind of seems like
I dipped.
something that
fast.
would happen in a movie. No, but from your situation, why wouldn't you dip, right? Like, of course you would, right?
The worst part is I wasn't driving, so I had to walk around the corner and wait for the fucking go bus.
Oh my God.
And when you're like fuming mad,
You're
and
like,
in, like
what the
downtown crack riddled dirty Oshawa downtown area.
What's more important, having a family or having a successful career?
Having a family.
You can't. Your successful career is not going to take care of you when you're old.
I want a family.
It doesn't bring
Unless
you
you
love
pay
and
for it.
happiness.
Unless you pay for it.
Men.
Life is not about money, okay?
Oh, it's not about money, but
I want a
you would probably have to
family.
pay for
I want a
someone to take care of
family.
you.
I grew up with a big family. Most of my siblings that are of age to have children, they all have kids. I want to contribute to the 13 grandchildren. I want to contribute.
All right, I ain't gonna lie to you. I have a really big family, and because of that, I'm like, yikes. They don't even need much more of us. Like, I don't.
You're
need
like, they don't need me.
I
They don't need me here.
No, honestly, I don't need to continue my bloodline from me. It's her.
What about
You don't
for
want kids?
you?
Yeah, I want. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shaggy's running
I
around
would like 3 of them.
with lines in their eyebrows.
Triplets. I want triplets. This is my dream. I want triplets.
Short froze.
You want triplets?
Yeah, I want triplets, and
Does
I want
it
it to
run
all
in
be
your
boys.
family?
That's
Does
not
it
easy
like
to
does
happen.
twins and
s-
stuff run in your family?
Twins do happen in my family,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's
And we do have
possibility.
one set of triplets in my family, yeah.
Oh, dope.
That were just recently born last year, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
we
you
do,
might
but-
be-
Is that why you got 2 lines in your eyebrow?
1, 2. 3, 4.
For the
so
twins
it's
you're
actually-
gonna have?
So you're
Two
gonna
sets
get a
of
I
twins?
might, I just might have
a
both.
quadruplet.
No, like I wanted triplets because like I don't know. I just thought it'd be easier to have all 3 of them at
Yeah,
once.
not for your
It's
wife.
easier, but like, I mean,
For the teaching, like
you can't
I all
really
get to
tell
teach them the same
God,
thing at
hey
the
yo,
same
You're
time.
gonna be sleeping
What up?
through the night, and she's gonna be hating her life.
men can leave and focus on their career and do what it. Y'all just come in, y'all put your dad hat on, and then when y'all leave, y'all take the dad hat off, and you're back to Shaki or whatever
Well,
your name is.
look,
the mom is always mom. That hat never comes
Hey, look,
off.
and it's the same thing for dads. It's the same thing, but doesn't mean that. No, whoa.
What?
But here's the thing: you're going from a situation where that father was never in that child's life. Usually, when a person take this, and this is a stat by the way, when a person who usually doesn't have a father growing up, they end up being just like their father, right? They end up not wanting to take care of their own child. That's
Not
just how the trend kind of
necessarily.
continues.
It
not
can,
necessarily,
but
not necessarily,
yes.
because
It
in
might
my
be a
own
motivator to
no, in my own
change the-
hey,
It's
yes,
like
yes.
alcoholism.
No, but yes, because in my
Like
own
anything.
life, my pops didn't have his pops. He didn't know his pops, but yeah, he's here with all his kids. He
I'm
still
gonna make
has
it a
all his
point
kids.
to be a
Exactly.
present
Which is-
Not to be
father.
like
Right?
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It depends on the person who you are, where we could say, all right, the man is gonna want to do this, and he's gonna want to make this decision. Me, I know right now if I had a kid, and the girl wants to keep that kid because I'm pro-life. Right, I want to be able to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because even if when
But
I
are
jack
you
off
gonna
and I
still be in a relate? That's what I'm saying. Like you're more.
Hang on, what are you doing with that?
no, see, even if I was to jack off and leave my nut and kill it,
He's more than
once it's in a-
likely
once
not
it's in a
going to
woman's
stay
body,
in a
it's life form.
relationship with that girl.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. Men have the
well-
opportunity to take their dad hat off because they can come and see their child. And like, because you're deciding, okay, yeah, this woman is having my child, but I still want to go on with my career. Yeah, I'm going to come visit my children, hang out with them, whatever. But when I leave, I'm taking my dad hat off. Mom's hat still stays on. She's always mom. She doesn't get a chance to not be mom. She's always going to be mom.
Shout out
And
to
what
all
about
single mothers.
and what about the dads, right, who are there,
And
right,
single
not
fathers.
doing their career, right, that have to work every single day to be able to take care of that
That's
child.
different. That's what I'm saying. But
So
majority
but I'm
of
saying,
the
look
time,
at each stat and see what is that you know would be right. You know that the right
what I
thing
know
to
is
do,
right, and what it is two different things.
What's your timeline? I think we
Yeah,
got
we
lost.
didn't get your
we got all lost.
timeline.
You want to know my timeline
Yeah.
about when I would
You're
get married?
20.
I'm 21 right now.
Oh, little baby.
And I said I
Shaggy.
wanted to get married at your age, but as I'm looking at it right
Alright,
now,
don't
7
worry.
years.
7 years.
Yikes. That's
I
not
said I
happening.
wanted to have a kid at 25, and
said I
I
want to have
remember what
kids
I
at
was
that age
doing
too.
at 25. I wasn't ready for no goddamn baby. I was
Look,
not.
I could have a kid right now. That's what I'm saying. I could just
No,
Not
no, but
ready.
what is
Boom.
your timeline? Ideally.
for a marriage.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's pretty far.
But kids is sooner?
men,
Huh?
men.
But kids is sooner?
Bang,
it
bang.
depends. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, look, that's why I said you have to look at it and see how every guy is
And
going
it's
to be different.
nothing wrong with that, but women have the clock. Women have the clock.
Thank the Lord, men don't. We could do it until we dead. Even when we're dead, our sperm's still alive
I
in our
guess
body.
we're all just gonna agree
Ain't that
to
messed up,
disagree.
yeah.
Nah, for how long?
We'll agree to
Not for long
disagree.
though. Not for long. But our sperm is still, yeah. We could be in the casket and our sperm is still running around
Wait,
inside our
what?
bodies.
In the
yeah.
casket?
No,
Yes,
when you
yes,
die,
when we're dead,
you
yeah.
die, you excrete all of your bodily fluids and solids. So I'm pretty sure, in
No, that's-
combination with your number 1 and your number 2,
You're not gonna
you
nut
also,
in the casket.
not in the casket.
Oh my
before
God.
you, even
We
before
will-
you get embalmed.
We
No,
will
but no,
agree
you
to
actually
disagree.
can't. No, your sperm will still be alive a little bit after you're dead. Yeah,
I
a
don't
little
know. I don't have a penis.
No, your nails and,
And
your
I'm
ears
not
keep
dead.
growing.
bit.
Your nails
Yeah.
keep growing.
And
Oh,
your
yeah?
hair stays the same. So
Oh,
if I
so-
die with this, it's gonna be like
No, it
this.
keeps growing. It's protein.
Yeah. Well, because it's like your hair. I like to say your hair is like the tree of life. Your hair is what grows.
And that's why I want to
what-
become a tree of life.
Well,
That's
After
why-
I die, I've always considered cremation, but what I've recently learned is an option is they can take your ashes and put them in a little bag with a seed for a tree, and a tree will grow because your ashes are carbon, right? And like everything in the world is comprised
has
of
atoms,
carbon,
right?
and the tree will grow. and I want to be like this tree that grows into this like big, beautiful, shady tree with lots of pretty flowers.
Natalie.
Makes people happy, you know.
I like
Little
this.
And
squirrels and
never really
raccoons.
dies.
I like that.
Yeah, and then you continue to live
That's
as
true.
another being
Yeah.
or organism.
I feel like
Scary topic for you, Shannon.
no. I talk about this stuff all the time with my sisters. I feel like we already reincarnate into other things, anyways. And like
Yeah,
So,
my
do you
soul-
believe we're in the purgatory?
I don't know what that is. What's that?
Purgatory.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
What is the purgatory? Okay.
Purgatory.
So
Purgatory.
From
What is it?
He's saying
From how I can
purgatory.
explain this, right? From how I can explain this. All right. So basically, the
Layman's
purgatory.
terms. Just give me the layman's.
Dumb.
No, I'm trying to explain it in a
easy.
way where you
Yeah, that's
understand
what I'm saying.
Right?
Layman.
All right. So say this was the real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the living world.
I mean, it
The
is.
3D.
purgatory is between the living and the dead. You're
So
in
the
literally-
5D.
Stuck in the middle.
You're literally in. Yes, if there was
It's
such
the
thing as
5D.
the in between, that's what the purgatory is called. That's what they call it. The in between is called
That's
the
the
purgatory.
5D.
The what?
What's 5D?
5D. We're living in
Fifth
the
dimension?
Yes, we're living in the 3D. That's
No,
the
we're not
five-
living in
What's the
3D. By
fourth?
the way, we're living in 4D.
No,
That's
it's too
that's an
close.
assumption that they lied to us about. We're not living in 3D.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
theories.
But no, I like this.
All right, you want me to explain why we're not living in 3D?
Okay, really quickly, yes.
All right. Do you see things in your mind?
Yes.
Boom, right there.
That's imagination.
Yes. So how does imagination work? Is it based off of 3D or is it based off of 4D? It's based off of 4D because it's conscious and subconscious going in at once. It creates this 4D effect. Like when you go to sleep and you dream, doesn't it not sometimes feel like you're looking at it from the outside and in?
Yes.
That's 4D.
Hmm.
And
Stay
you can't
woke
see
with
that
Shafi.
physically. That's why we
Yes.
see 3D. You see what I'm saying? But no, we do see 4D. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's
Yeah, we do.
4D.
We live in
Okay,
the 4D.
well, I know the, what do you call it? Purgatory?
The Purgatory?
Purgatory.
Purgatory, sorry.
Yeah.
I know that to
We do
be
some
the,
decent.
the 5D or whatever. We're
I'm
trying to
gain
wrap.
some information.
We're trying to wrap it up.
I'm trying
You
to
know
get some
what?
information to. All right.
But you know what? What we're gonna do next episode, next week, we're just gonna talk about this 3D, 5D, 4D,
Dying
what's it called?
Purgatory.
Purgatory. That's what we're gonna talk about. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about it.
Tune in.
So please tune in next week, episode 2 on SoundCloud, on YouTube, Spotify,
Instagram.
Instagram. Check us out, guys.
I hope
Thanks for
everybody
joining
enjoyed
us.
this episode.